If you could say what's up, guys, what is going on? Welcome back. Hope y'all are doing well. Italy versus Spain. So I think it was around the 84th, 85th minute that I decided to look at the scoreboard, and I noticed that it was just 1-0. And I couldn't believe it. It was unbelievable because this whole entire game had the feel of a 3-4-0 from Spain. And I can't believe it ended a 1-0. In fact, it was just it was just incredible that it ended just 4-0 with all the opportunities and chances that Spain created and had. And it was around that time that Italy decided to get into the game, to start, actually playing their football. And then that old Italian fury came back, right? Which is pretty much all they had. Italy, what happened? I guess that's for another video. That's another subject. But Italy haven't been producing players these last 10-15 years. I think it was one day I was driving and I just thought about the emblem, the Italian emblem, and the 4 stars. Now I know back, that was a long time ago and it was a completely different team, but Italy was always known for that passion. And this whole game, only until the last 10-15 minutes did they start to show that grit, that old school Italian grit. And that's what almost got them to be able to get the equalizer. I think this, from the onset, this was Spain. This is Spain, all over Italy. And yet at the same time, if I was Spain, I'd be a little bit worried because they got to work on that finishing. I was reading, and the commentator too, I was reading some comments before making this video, and a lot of people were saying like, oh, Donnarumma, he was the best player. Yeah, clearly he was the best player for Italy, but it had not been for him, it would have been something along the lines of a bloodbath. No, there was only 3 shots that he saved. That's it. And the rest of the shots, again, I don't believe that you're a good goalkeeper if the shots go right to you. You're going to block it. Even with your face, chest, neck, you're going to end up blocking it, right? And that's your duty as a goalkeeper. That's the least you can do. The bar is set so low, if it's coming straight at you, you just put up your hands. You don't even need reflexes for that. Like I said, you could block it with your face. The only shots that I would say that were really good were the 2 last shots. Ayoza that came in, the sub, really low to the ground. And for someone that's as tall as Donnarumma, that's difficult to save. That's very difficult to save. So those were really good shots. And then the Fabian Ruiz long distance shot, that needed to go in. That was going in. And that was a great save by Donnarumma. And for me, look, anytime I've seen Donnarumma play in PSG, bad. Bad. Donnarumma stinks. But in this game, yeah, he was man of the match because man of the match for Italy. He had those 3 good saves. After that, it was Spain. Spain had, right from the beginning, Spain had a chance with Nico Williams, which man of the match, had an amazing game, great game. That's the first time I've seen Nico Williams, because I've seen him play in the past maybe 2-3 times for Athletic Bilbao. And I've never seen him play like that. I've always wanted him to play like this. The way he played in this game, I've always wanted him to play like that when he played with Athletic Bilbao. He was just so silky smooth, quick. He knew how to use his speed. He didn't just run for the sake of running. Not even 2 minutes into the first half, a really good step over, center, and Pedri all by himself. And Donnarumma obviously makes a save. That's another maybe that one. Maybe that one as well. Okay, so 4 great saves from Donnarumma. All right, bloodbath it is then. And then right after that, Pedri also had, or much later, Pedri also had an opportunity, again by himself, started by Nico Williams, Cucurella with the drag back, and Pedri, come on, you're all by yourself. And I mean, he's a special at that, right? The touch, that's it. He didn't need to strike it. He just needed to push it in and sends it out wide. So Spain had a lot of opportunities like that. The Nico Williams too, that was in the first half, I think maybe the 10th or 12th minute, or maybe 20th minute. Really good center from Morata, ended up switching positions. And Nico Williams, there was no Donnarumma there. Donnarumma was all the way in the first post, and Nico Williams sends it outside. And you could tell the frustration. I mean, the yelling, out loud. That's a huge miss. That needed to go in. What are you talking about? Morata too. Really good play by, what's his name? Didn't do much. He didn't do much. I was expecting him to, I expected him to be the one to shine. Lamine Yamal ends up getting passed in the middle. 2-3 players, and Morata takes the ball and maybe could have laid it back to Pedri, that was by himself in a better position at least, and ends up kicking and ends up missing a chance there. And then Fabian Ruiz had another chance as well, besides that great magnificent strike from long distance. So there were a number of chances that that Spain missed, and I'd be worried because when you're playing against, look, not even I'm not going to even mention the big teams, France, England, Portugal, Germany, right? I'm talking about the teams that play these teams, or the so-called little teams, right? Like when they're going to be playing Spain, this is Spain, if they're playing against Austria, if they're playing against Czechia, if they're playing against Slovenia, Denmark, Romania, Turkey, I don't think they're going to have that kind of luck. I don't think so, because Italy had nothing. Italy is actually beneath these teams. Now, obviously, I understand, when Italy plays, a different team, it's going to be a different kind of Italy that's going to go out on the field, right? But Spain, you better watch out. I know Spain is being hailed as like one of the best teams, if not the best team of the tournament so far. But when they get to play one of these teams, I don't think it's going to be that easy. It's definitely not going to be that easy, especially if you're not finalizing. Yeah, I think they're going to control the game. They're going to possess most of the ball. They're going to make those really good plays with Rodri, with Pedri, that they were doing in this game. If you're not finishing, this other team is going to score one goal. If you're not scoring at least 2 of these goals, this other team, whatever team that I just mentioned, they play against, will score that one goal and they'll just fall back. And there's no way you're going to be able to get by. I don't think you're going to be able to get by the way you did with Italy against these teams that I just mentioned. So yeah, be careful, Spain. I thought everybody played good. Nico Williams, obviously, he played the game of his life today. Lamine Yamal, I thought he did fairly well. Definitely didn't play the way he does at Barcelona. Could have played better. Rodri, again, almost got injured. Almost, I thought that we were not going to see Rodri anymore. Thankfully, he still played. He was still on the field. The subs also, that Ayoze that came in. Ferran Torres didn't do much. Carvajal, I thought also did well. Just Carvajal, like I've noticed, like he likes to complain about just nonsense, likes to roll around a little bit too much. Pedri, another one that played well. Unai Simon didn't really do anything, because what did Italy have except Chiesa? Chiesa was the closest one to get a shot, but it wasn't anywhere near target. And Pellegrini didn't do much. Reneghi, when he came in, also didn't much. Scaramucca didn't also do that much. Barella kind of, sometimes, but then they ended up losing the ball. Yeah, this Italy team is not going to go that far. I don't think they're going to go that far. But who knows? Third game and maybe something else happens, right? But it seems like they're going to get kicked out early from this game. So yeah. So anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about. Italy versus Spain. Really good game. Really good to see Spain back in action, and kind of proved the haters wrong, because nobody's really counting on Spain. Everyone's like looking at England and Germany, right? Portugal maybe, but yeah, definitely not Spain. And Spain looks like they're one of the strongest contenders. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Tschüss.